So we spent one night in Dublin, and we're now on a coach that's going to take us to Kilkenny for 7 days.
At least.
At least. That's our first destination in Ireland. If you skip last night, which we were there.
It's temporary.
Very temporary.
Onward and upward.
Kilkenny's going to be a very different experience. Much different experience than Belfast and Dublin have been. Let's go exploring. As we wander through the heart of Kilkenny, the city's medieval history is palpable. Cobblestone streets and historic facades tell tales of centuries past. Yet, there's a vibrant energy that breathes life into these ancient roadways. Here we find ourselves on St. Kieran's Street. Historically, this was one of Kilkenny's oldest thoroughfares. Originally known as Low Lane due to its position relative to High Street, it served as the main route from the castle to St. Canice's Cathedral. Today, it's a lively stretch filled with pubs, eateries, and shops, all nestled within the well-preserved medieval structures. As we continue, we pass through Butterslip Lane, a narrow passage built in 1616. This charming alleyway with its arched entry and stone steps once housed butter vendors on market days, giving it a unique name. It's one of Kilkenny's many medieval corridors that offer a glimpse into the city's rich past. The melodies of a street performer begin to fill the air, adding a soulful soundtrack to our journey. It's moments like these that encapsulate the blend of history and contemporary culture that defines Kilkenny. Art has a way of capturing the spirit of a place, and the Butler Gallery showcases this beautifully. Among its collection, the works of Tony and Jane O'Malley stand out. Abstract, expressive pieces deeply influenced by the landscape and culture of Ireland. Walking through these halls, you get a sense of how Kilkenny's history and creativity intertwine. Even the gallery's very structure tells a story, one of resilience and reuse. A fragment of stone bearing the markings of a long-fallen church now stand within these walls, a quiet reminder of how the past continues to shape the present. Just across the way, the National Design and Craft Gallery sits in the shadow of Kilkenny Castle. The connection is unmistakable, not just in its stonework and architecture, but in its role as a place where history and artistry meet. For centuries, Kilkenny has been a hub of craftsmanship, and today, that tradition continues through the work of modern designers and artisans. Of all the places we visited, the Bunting Fairy shop stands out, not just for its whimsical handmade crafts, but for the warmth of its owner. Lisa and Michelle spoke at length, and it was one of those rare, genuine conversations that make travel feel personal. Not everywhere we've been over the past months have had this level of openness, but here in Kilkenny, hospitality isn't just a gesture, it's a way of life. That same generosity of spirit carried over to Fragola Café, where we had an equally wonderful conversation with the owner, another reminder of the connections we make when we slow down and take time to talk. Kilkenny's skyline is marked by the towering presence of St. Mary's Cathedral, a stunning example of 19th century Gothic revival architecture. Built from local limestone, its design echoes the grandeur of medieval cathedrals despite being a relatively modern addition to the city. Inside, intricate stained glass windows cast colorful patterns on the stone floors, adding to its timeless beauty. Though it stands as a place of worship, it's also a symbol of Kilkenny's enduring craftsmanship and faith. Of course, no visit to Kilkenny is complete without a stop at Kilkenny Castle. Overlooking the River Nore, this 12th century fortress was once home to the powerful Butler family. Its transformation from a medieval stronghold to an elegant residence reflects the shifting tides of Irish history. Today, the castle gardens provide a peaceful retreat, a stark contrast to the castle's origins as a defensive outpost. Even in winter, the landscaped grounds highlight the grandeur of the estate, offering a glimpse into the aristocratic life of centuries past. Kilkenny's history is layered, with the buildings finding new purpose over time. The Medieval Mile Museum is a perfect example. Once a medieval church, it now serves as a museum dedicated to the city's rich past. Walking through Kilkenny, it's clear that history isn't just something preserved in museums. It's woven into the very fabric of the streets, buildings, and daily life. Whenever we visit a new city, we always make a point to check out the local market. No two are the same, but across Europe, markets remain a central part of daily life. Whether it's food, craft, or fresh produce, they offer a glimpse into the local community. Yeah, I like the choice of wood for it. That would be something that Cat could use. Kilkenny's market may be smaller because it's winter, but it still has a little of everything. A butcher is selling local meats, a woodworker who crafted cutting boards and kitchen utensils was there, and a baker offering fresh bread. A greengrocer had seasonal produce on display, while a fishmonger brings in the latest catch. One stall is packed with Irish-made products, jellies, jams, bread mixes, and apple juices, all locally sourced. Even on a cold day, the market continues, with vendors braving the weather to share their goods with the community. In the end, Lisa and I really like Kilkenny. Kilkenny is a great mix of culture and history, and the people here are fabulous. And it's wonderful that we've been able to stay here for almost a whole week now. Do we know where we're going next and when that is? No, but I can guarantee you on Sunday. Well, I don't know if guarantee is a little strong word. Can almost guarantee you on Sunday we'll have another Tasting Our Way video, and it will be from here in Kilkenny. Until next time, happy travels. You made it to the end of the video. Now go a little further by liking and subscribing so people like you can find us too.